Why, hello, this is Eldrad Woolsbane, the unofficial wizard of the OSR. Please like and subscribe. So we're talking about today about heroic or ZEROIC OSR players. Let's remember this, you're playing an adventurer, not a coward, so sometimes a Leroy Jenkins is needed. Yeah, I may have played a bit reckless here lately, but my damn dog died after 12 years, and unemployed, and don't give a rat's ass a lot of ways. And sometimes people need to shit or get off the pot. Let's play this. When we're gaming, being too careful is boring. Okay. Yeah, sometimes you gotta run or die, but at least try. Never know. Back when I was running games, I had this group of non-adventurous adventurers. I mean, damn. Had a good story. Basically, about a year and a half playing. I have 110 rooms per dungeon, per level of dungeon. Go about 5 or 6 levels deep. And about a year and a half of playing, they'd only went through 30 to 40 rooms. Just don't, would be overly cautious. I was never a killer game master, but couldn't believe it. So basically, when you're playing as a player, speed up the game for the lame. If people are lollygagging around too much, try to speed it up. I mean, short role-playing game, a little bit of banter between characters is what's fun for all. One thing is stop and realize your character's needs and chance to long role play may not help the flow of the game. A multi-hour shopping trip is not fun for everyone else not shopping. Do that shit in the downtime. GMs add encounters to shopping trips. Also, detailed sexual encounters. We had that one guy, the one that smelled like rotten milk. He don't think he could even get laid if he crawled up a chicken's ass and waited. He always would have these like sexual encounters. And anyway, I've never had this happen online yet, but I'm sure it's coming. Anyway. Okay, ADD Theater, sorry here. Make sure you're not doing other things on the map and not go on the adventure of the main mega dungeon unless it's a sandbox, okay? So, if there's all these adventure hints going in, if your suggestions are not getting gold for XP, if that's the way the game works, going into stupid places not to just die after many warnings, then you're harming the game, okay? So, I had that one player who had fun not going on the adventure. I mean, what a Richard, okay? He was just, he would always, if there was adventure over here, he would go the other way and try to bring the rest of the party. Friend back from high school and such, and as years went by, we went our separate ways, and don't give a shit if he lives or dies now. But anyway, it's not being aimless wanderers, it's being anus wanderers, bitch, okay? You know who you are. I doubt you'll ever listen to this video, so. Also, inter-party rivalry is awesome. Smack talking between each other is great. In one game, I'm playing a thief who was sent out of the main tower city to get rid of his ugly, weak ass. He took it as he was sent by the guild to straighten out the other country bumpkin thieves. Now, have you ever had this happen on a job? You had the corporate officer come to visit, and he makes totally misinformed observations about what is wrong with the job, even if there's nothing right. Everything's going good. What are you talking about, What's hilarious is huge amounts of failure this character has done every time he tries to do anything. His dice rolls are amazingly bad. Sometimes he does good. And he tries to blame it on the other thieves. Anyway, the dice gods hate me. But on these things of heroic or zeroic and such, what's a game master to do? Let's talk about the wandering monsters. The more lollygagging around, increase the chances of wandering monsters. If the characters are real jackhole, then all the random attacks, or most of them, many of them will hit that character. Have ways for him to get cursed, wounded, or deliberated some way. You could also do my famous method since the 80s called troll control. Yeah, it's railroading. But basically, if they decided they were going to go some direction, I didn't have a map or anything, sure, you can go that way, but you start to see groups of trolls, and or whatever it was. It could be storms, floods, or whatever, but you're not going that way. There's going to be hints from the universe not to do that. Last but not least, remember when there's a GM out there, respect the GM. They took time to run a game. It's not easy, it's a calling. On that, it's so great to play with different old school style GMs and new school GMs and such. I get many ideas to make my games better as a GM and try to be better as a player. Speaking of that, I gotta shit or get off the pot when it comes to my already prepared games. Back to the dungeon that I want to run. I personally believe that my system will totally allow the players and any game master, which will probably be me on this one, to really have the game move fast. But anyway, had some events this evening happen in a game. I don't know if I'm going to even mention it next video or something, but we'll see what happens. Hopefully one of my games is not falling apart. Don't know yet. Anyway, this is Eldred Wolfsbane, unofficial wizard of the OSR, signing out. Please like and subscribe. If you get a chance, download my free BX OE D20 universal rules. Imagine having a set of rules to tack on top of most of your OSR games that you didn't have to stop and look the book up. That's from a unified D20 system, but simplified to OEBX type style play. It's free. I think I'll try to put a link if I remember. Also, using that same system as the Back to the Dungeon role-playing game. It's 360 pages. The deluxe hardcover is the most current edition. Try it. See if you like it. If you don't, oh well. I mean, it's just some house rules. There's nothing original there. This is not high literature. But, it's the fantasy game with unified mechanics to make it go really fast. That's the plan. Have it fast, no confusion, and such. So anyway, once again, Eldred Wolfsbane signing out. Y'all have a good evening.